Jon Jones situation today?
Yeah, I have a couple of reactions to Jon Jones things. Okay, let me be a little bit critical, but that's kind of what we do here. First off, what incredible courage for Jon Jones to face the media on a day like this. Don't forget, let me put this in perspective. He found out about this 13 hours ago. Most of us went to bed for the night. I suspect he did not. I suspect he's been pulled in a lot of different directions, gotten different advice, scheduled a press conference, showed his face and answered questions. Most people would either not come at all or they would read a prepared script. Jon Jones showed up and he took questions. I appreciated that. I did think that today was an opportunity for him to come as clean as he could, as quickly as he could. Tell us what the substance is, either apologize for taking it or saying, listen, there's some confusion here. But I thought that it was a good chance for him to get ahead of the story. And the only piece of the story we didn't have coming into the press conference is what substance was it. We're leaving the press conference, we still don't know what substance it was, so they didn't make any ground in that regard. Purely from a PR standpoint, the only thing they could have done today, they chose not to do. That was a little bit confusing, but, Jon stood his ground, he showed his face, and I think we got to appreciate that on some level.
Cool. And
Just your reaction if you're Daniel Cormier. How do you move on from this?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, if you're Daniel Cormier, first off, you don't ever look back, whether it's 2 years from now or something happens and he was to get a smaller suspension, which won't happen. It'll be 2 years. But, yeah, you don't ever look back. That's just the reality. Daniel Cormier is 36 years old. He's 38 by then. It's a revolving door. It moves fast. It's hard to believe that he would be champion at that time. Or even in the UFC, he may not even be fighting. 24 months is a long time. You talk about 6 fights. Daniel, 6 fights from now, I don't know if he has 6 fights in him. That's a significant period. So the point is, yeah, if you're Daniel Cormier, you only look ahead. You don't look back. You don't think what could have been. This is a win for Daniel Cormier, whether it's a win by forfeit or not. It's victory. He moves forward, and Jon moves back.
well, what about Daniel Cormier's
Pay, Dana mentioned last night that it's a financial hit to him. Do you think the UFC should take care of it on that?
Oh, no. UFC can't take care of it. No. Sometimes with an undercard guy, something happens. He's doing 8-8. He's doing 20-20. Dana bites the bullet and writes a check. When you're talking Daniel Cormier, he was staring at a floor of $2.8 million for this fight, a ceiling of $3.2 based on the projections. No, you don't write anybody a check for $3 million. Look, if a guy's in on the pay-per-view, he's now a partner. And partners can't only win, they got to lose too. You got to lose too. Daniel gets that. Daniel won't even ask Dana for something. He'll just ask him to get me on another card. And if he's wise, if he's a wise man, first off, he'll try to get on 200. I think he will get on it, and the UFC will honor his contract. If he doesn't, he will start lobbying instantly for August 20th. Get on the McGregor-Diaz card.
Very cool.
And you were kind of adamant earlier about Jones' PR team up there.
So one more time, give me your thoughts on them and how they handled the situation today.
Well, he had one PR gal. He had his manager Malky did a great job. Malky is a very direct person. He was very honest. Malky, probably the most powerful and part of the night where we all gained credibility and knew, okay, Malky's shooting real straight. Talked about the B sample. And Malky said, look, you guys all know how this works. We don't suspect the B sample is going to come back negative. We're just keeping our fingers crossed. We suspect we're going to have to deal with this. And as soon as Malky said that, boom. Now anything Malky says, we all believe. Because that was a very honest answer. Yeah, Jon had this PR gal. She was a mess. How she let this thing go on. At one point, she goes on stage. She asks Jon to go in the back. She then comes out and tries to paint us a picture that he was so emotional he had to leave. And we're all sitting there going, no, we just watched you come up, whisper and tell him to go. We just watched this happen. He wasn't emotional. He wasn't in tears. He wasn't upset. You manufactured this in front of us. You peed on us and tried to tell us it was raining. Now we're mad. And it was a big mistake. She dressed the audience down at the end of the night. She said, I want you all to keep in mind, blah, blah, blah. It's like, listen, you don't tell us what to do, ever. You share your side, we make our own decision. And the last thing you want to do if you're a publicist is piss us off.
Very cool. Chael, thanks for the time today.
Pleasure.